HBCU, stand up. Like Jefferson, let's go.
My HBCU better than yours.
My HBCU better than yours.
My HBCU better than yours.
My HBCU
Hey, come on. Where you
from the north.
Where you from?
From the south.
Where you from?
From the east.
Where you from? My HBCU better than yours.
My HBCU better than yours.
Either from the SWAC or the MEAC. Come on. The CIAA or the SEAC. HBCU is where to be. We compete, but we're family. Either from the SWAC, from the MEAC, the CIAA or the SEAC.
Come on, y'all.
HBCU is where to be. We compete, but we're still family. My HBCU better than yours.
My HBCU better than yours.
My HBCU better than yours.
My HBCU
Hey,
better
where
than
you
yours.
from? Where you from?
From the north.
Where you from?
From the south.
Where you from?
From the east.
Where you from? My HBCU better than yours.
My HBCU better than
You can
yours.
be from the SWAC, from the MEAC, the CIAA, or the SEAC. At the end of the day, we got your back because we're family. We're family, from the SWAC, from the MEAC, the CIAA, or the SEAC. It don't matter where you're coming from, because we are still family. My HBCU better than yours.
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 Where you from?
From the north.
Where you from?
From the south.
Where you from?
From the east.
Where you from? My HBCU better than yours.
My HBCU better
Drop
than
the beat,
yours.
come on. Come on. My HBC is better than yours. Hey, come on. My HBC is better than yours. We still family. Where you from? Where you from? Where you from? Where you from? My HBC is better than yours. Hey, we compete, but we still family. Remember to rep your HBCU and say this real loud. My HBCU better than yours.
Hey everybody, welcome to another edition of the HBCU Alumni House Party. I'm tongue-tied today. Let's try it again. Hey everybody, I'm Anthony Brown, your host for the HBCU Alumni House Party. Wow. Whew. You know what? It's the holidays and all the festivities and all of the celebrations and all of the great fun stuff that we are still having, even in the midst of this COVID and this pandemic. We are still being able to figure out how to turn this thing and be part of a family. Yes, even though at the end of the day, we're still family. Though we talk about each other, we talk a lot of talk, but we're all family. And I'm so glad that you're here joining us today. Now, look, we're not going to keep you long. We're not going to hold you long. We are raising money this week for You Saw the Banner just a few moments ago. This week, we are raising money and awareness and advocacy for Howard University, for St. Philip's College, for Southern University at Shreveport, Louisiana, and for Wiley College. I told y'all since June 1st, we have been doing this awesome event and been able to raise money and raise awareness for every HBCU. That was our goal. We're almost to the end of the finish line. We are almost there. Our goal is to get to December 31st to be able to make an impact and to bless every one of these HBCUs as much as we can, and we need your help to do that. How do we do it? Hey, Vanessa Sparks, how you doing? Love from New York City. All right, Merry Christmas, Happy Kwanzaa, all that wonderful stuff. Thank you so very much for checking us in. Carla from Fort Lauderdale, how are you? Don't forget to hit the like button, hit the share button. Let somebody know that we're here today. And to all my tardy to the party folks, what's going on with you? So glad you joined even on the replay. Appreciate it so very much. Now listen, I'm not going to hold you long today. We got 4 schools that we're raising money for, but only got 2 school alums represented today, and that's okay. But we always put the call out. We figured it was going to be in the holidays. It was going to be a touch and go if we find somebody, and that's okay. Now, listen, if you know somebody from these schools, from American Baptist College, Charles R. Drew University, Lincoln University, Missouri, and Virginia Union University. Now, we're going to start their campaign on Christmas Eve. We start their campaigns on December 24th because we wanted to make sure every school has a total of a full 7 days total to be able to, give every school the opportunity. And so to get it in before the end of the calendar year, we're starting there a little bit earlier. So we'll have a little overlap between the 4 this week and the 4 next week. So we'll start those Christmas Eve all the way to December 31st. And then we will be done with our 2020 HBCU Alumni Care campaign. And did you know, since June 1st, how much money we raised? Oh, did you know? You may not have known. Let me let you know real quick. So far, since June 1st, we have raised over $136,000 for HBCUs. Now, I'm going to say, first of all, thank you for all that you have done. But at the same time, I'm going to say, you know what, guys? We could be doing a whole lot more. We could have been doing a whole lot more, especially when I'm in a Facebook group with over 82,000 alumni. Now, listen, y'all will sit here and talk a lot of talk about everything else. But the moment we say, hey, let's talk about these schools, then y'all get quiet. But you know what? I am so thankful to an admin to push out messages and communication. And actually, one of my guests is one of my admins of the Facebook HBCU Alumni United group today. So now, today, after the commercial break, we are going to talk a little bit about St. Philip's College. We are going to talk a little bit about Southern University of Shreveport. And then I do have, actually, my engineer, Carly, is from Howard University, as well as one of my admins. And she also has a company herself. She's got a website, 107.org. Great information. So I hope she talks about that today, along with her Howard story and her experience there. And then I also have one of my good fraternity brothers, Nolan Anderson, who is the National Alumni Association president from Wiley College, who will be joining us in just a little bit. So now, with all that, I think I've done my opening pieces and parts. Let me go back again. Thank you, Leslie, because this next promo that talks about HBCU alumni greatness, boy, I can't wait that she does an update, because look, we got some new alums that we need to. I'm waiting for the part 2 to this promo she put together. But this is an awesome one. We're gonna check this out, and we're gonna also hear from another Howard grad. Oh my God, this must be Howard Day or something. Dominique, who is another Howard grad. She works for the company. Well, she owns the company I Heart My HBCU. She was a guest on our show this past Saturday, and she's gonna be working with us real soon, doing some partnerships, doing some workshops, and doing some virtual workshopping to help support alumni development and growth. And I want to just give her some love and some shine. So we'll be right back, and we're gonna talk about St. Philip's College right after we talk about HBCU greatness and I Heart My HBCU. Don't touch that dial unless you're hitting the share and the like button. We'll be right back right after this.
Support HBCUs. I heart my HBCUs.com. Available on Android and iOS.
This one is for I Heart my HBCU. Drop some coins, make some noise for your HBCU. For alumni and divine and the probates need you. Time to go and make some change. You can donate some too.
Made it easy, now do your part. Download this app that your school is on. Got a couple features, just keep tabs while you pay them. Do some research in the chat on your way in a nonprofit that's 501c3. Dropping this link from Dominique King. I have a vision to help black students. Ask an alum to support this movement.
Donate.
The money gonna be used for the scholarships, research programs from the partnership. Donate from one place at a time, any school, any dime, and forget about the politics. You don't gotta be lavish or a monolith, and I know that we love the acknowledgements. There's a chart that'll rank the amounts of it. Wanna be on top, grab the pot and drop it in. Click the link and then I suggest drop the check through iOS, and we gonna see who's gonna rise from this. But I bet on Bison, that's what I rep. Paying your debt is just paying respect. Sign up now and then claim your set. Help your neighbors with just a favor. Can't only depend on Bezos X.
Throw some coins in this house. 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 Throw some coins in this house.
Bennett College nearly closes doors. That's the loss we can't ignore.
Throw some coins in this house.
Download today.
Hey, welcome back to the show again. I'm Anthony Brown. You're watching the HBCU Alumni House Party again. That was I Heart My HBCU, the original Spirit Change app for HBCUs. Again, Dominique King is the CEO of that organization. And listen, she was on the show the other day. She talked about the importance of the fact of giving back. And this particular app, if you download it, you have option of donating to up to, and she's texting me as we're doing the show, like right now, like Dominique, you're texting me. I get it. So I want to say it's 5. You can give it to 5 HBCUs all at one time, and you can donate. You can divvy up how you want the money to go to different schools, and it rounds up your credit card, your bank card transactions, and it sends that change off to those schools. It's a residual. When you're not even thinking about it, you're still donating to your school or to something, one of your favorite HBCUs. Maybe you got some family members that went to another school outside of yours. So give them a shout out. Now listen, as always, we try to make sure we show some love to all of our HBCUs. St. Philip's College is one of our schools that we want to talk about real quickly. St. Philip's College is a public community college in San Antonio, Texas. It's accredited by SACS and a part of the Alamo Colleges District. Now, the college currently serves more than 11,000 students in over 70 different academic and technical disciplines. It is the westernmost HBCU in the United States. Formerly, it was called the St. Philip's Normal and Industrial School, and also the St. Philip's Junior College that was established on March 1st, 1898. And I want to say, if I remember correctly, it became officially an HBCU somewhere in the 1980s. I believe. But I think I don't want to quote it wrong. But we're going to watch a quick video. If you've never seen St. Philip's College and never heard of this college before, we're going to show this quick video so you can kind of take a look at it, so you can kind of learn more about it. And then we let you know that so far, St. Philip's College, they raised a couple dollars. So again, this is one of our schools of the week that we want you to support. Let's go check this out. I was so busy watching the video, I got caught up in watching and learning about the institution. So again, St. Philip's College is one of our schools that we are raising money for this week, and I'll let you know. So far, we have dropped the links in the chat right now. If you want to learn more about the institution, or if you want to learn, we dropped those links in the chat, as well as to make a donation. So right now, we have raised $110 to St. Philip's College. Again, every little bit that you raise, there's never nothing. Again, always, I keep telling everybody, nothing comes to Anthony Brown. It goes all to the institution or to their foundation that manages their donations through Facebook, like through the Facebook donate. So far, we have raised $110 so far. Again, everything that you donate will go straight to them. So whatever you would like to give, we are, again, we will put those links in the chat. And actually on the screen, like right there, right now, you can see where. Yeah, right there. There you go. St. Philip's College. There's the link right there, and it is in the chat. So again, if you want to make a donation to them, like right now, we would greatly appreciate it. Even so much the fact we do want to share with you about St. Philip's College. St. Philip's College is providing opportunities for success as a comprehensive public community college whose mission is to empower our diverse student population through educational achievement and career readiness. As a historically Black college and Hispanic serving institution, St. Philip's is a vital facet of the community, responding to the needs of a population rich in ethnic, cultural, and socioeconomic diversity. And we thank you for your support that you can provide to St. Philip's College. Wow. So with that, I'm going to shift gears, and we are going to take a quick break. I'm going to go talk about, who am I going to talk about next? My cousins at Prairie View A&M University. Now listen, they got some wonderful products at exclusively HBCU. First, I'm talking about this commercial. You got to go see about, you will see me, and we all are diverse, and we all come in different shades, and we all got different perspectives. But the biggest thing is you got to love yourself and love everybody else. But when we get you to exclusively HBCU, today I am actually wearing my onesie. Yeah, I figured I would just throw my onesie today. So this was the homecoming. Yeah, this was the homecoming onesie. Yup. So they personalize it. I can't really. Well, yeah, there you go. Boom. So there, they kind of monogram it to your school colors, and you put your school initials on the leg, all that kind of good stuff. So I figure I'm just lounging around the house for the holidays. I didn't have any more ugly Christmas weather, so I figured I would put on my onesie today. So it's real nice, comfortable, warm. Got a hoodie, all that good stuff. So let's take this commercial break. Let's talk about some stuff that you can use exclusively HBCU, and talk about. You will see me. We all come different shapes, different sizes, different colors, but we're all one race, and you need to love everybody. We'll be right back, right after this.
Even though there is so much against us,
you will see me choose to protect myself and my community from the coronavirus by wearing a face covering.
Because it's going to take all of us thinking about one another.
And even with my face covered, you will see me.
You will see me as a mother, a wife, a friend.
As an athlete who gave everything to the game I love.
As a father, leading by example.
As a sister.
An entertainer.
As a champion for my people.
You will see me finding a light in a dark time.
To unlock our creativity and push our craft.
You will see me demanding the space to tell the stories that matter.
As a man who knows that tough times don't last, but tough people do.
Join us in wearing a face covering to help stop the spread of the coronavirus.
Because covering your face is one small act of kindness that has the power to bring us together.
Hey everyone, let me tell you about exclusively HBCU. They are more than your typical subscription box service. Their mission is to highlight and collaborate with other HBCU alums and entrepreneurs while providing opportunities and scholarships to current and future HBCU scholars. And did I mention they have a really great product line like this, and this, and even this. The company's aim is to bring awareness to HBCU's rich history and showcase why our alma maters are still relevant and essential today. Now, they want to continue their support by donating 10% of each sale to the United Negro College Fund by using the promo code UNCF at checkout. So go check out their website at www.exclusivelyyhbcu.com and grab you something nice for yourself or that HBCU student of yours. Better yet, sign up for the quarterly subscription box and use promo code UNCF at the checkout. And by the way, tell them that your Uncle Anthony sent you. Hey, welcome back. Welcome back to the show. Again, exclusively HBCU. Again, I'm wearing my onesie. I was crazy about it. I call this my stay at homecoming box. And I can't wait till the next subscription box comes out. You know, whenever, I think first quarter we'll get something special. I think it's the school days. It's gonna be the school days box. Anyway, let's talk about Southern University at Shreveport. I hope I'm hoping I'm pronouncing that correctly. Real quick, we're gonna talk about them, and then we're gonna get to our guests. So Southern University at Shreveport, so SUSLA for short, is a junior college in Shreveport, Louisiana. It's a part of the historically Black Southern University system. It was open for instruction in 1967 at the same time as a second junior college with Louisiana State University in Shreveport, also open. Later, it began offering bachelor degrees, but it still is, it's part of the whole network of the whole Southern University system, and as a member of the Thurgood Marshall College Fund. Their primary emphasis is to serve the Shreveport metro area, and is accredited by SACS, and they award a variety of associate and bachelor degrees in various fields of study. Now, they are among the buildings that the institution, the Stone Hall, which is named after the late Southern University System President Jesse N. Stone Jr. Inside the Stone Hall is the J. Bennett Johnson Jr. Video Conferencing Center, named after former U.S. Senator from Shreveport. Just wanted to share a little bit of information about the institution. With that, I'm going to stop talking and let you check out this video of the institution. Let's go check it out.
This year marks some extraordinary accomplishments for Southern University's Port City Jaguars. Outstanding locally, regionally, and nationally recognized achievements proving Southern University at Shreveport is stronger than ever. SUSLA, the only HBCU comprehensive community college within the state of Louisiana. SUSLA makes history in countless ways every day, but here are a few of our accomplishments and shining moments. Academic excellence, fully accredited nursing and allied health programs, 100% pass rate dental hygiene students, 100% pass rate on NCLEX, LPN students, and radiologic technology students. New paramedic EMT program. Griggs Enterprises, McDonald's $25,000 investment establishing a business internship program. The Williams Center for Undergraduate Student Achievement $50,000 seed gift. Record summer enrollment, a 38% increase. Students and student life. For the first time ever in the history of the university, over $130,000 in endowed student scholarships has been established. SUSLA 365 Live, a 24-hour call center. International Student Week. SUSLA newly organized marching band at the Bayou Classic. Campus life offering the full college experience. Upward bound, preparing students like Shakori Williams, one of Army's West Point football signees, and graduation, launching our citizens into meaningful, rewarding careers. Public and private partnerships. Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Louisiana Foundation, their $300,000 grant promotes health and wellness through the Milam Street Kitchen Incubator. Capital One Bank $15,000 investment. Krista Shumpert Bossier Health $10,000 gala sponsorship. The David Raines Community Health Center. The City of Shreveport. The Caddo Parish Commission. The Community Foundation of North Louisiana. And Healthy Blue. New state-of-the-art academic and workforce facilities. The Alphonse Jackson Building. The MS Kick Building. The Allen Building Project. And soon to come, introducing the Susla Welcome Center. Increase in alumni engagement. 50th anniversary gala, celebrating half a century of service. Alumni pinning ceremony, community engagement and development. The Port City Golf Tournament, the breast cancer balloon release, dentistry from the heart, $35,000 Cohab Community Development Grant, and annual Gentleman's Cooking Classic. Leadership excellence. World-class faculty and staff blazing trails on national and international platforms. The National Institute for Staff and Organizational Development Excellence Awards recipients. An ongoing commitment to professional development through Faculty Staff Institutes. The Administrative Professionals Day Conference. Distinguished Professor Dr. Joseph Orban, named Fulbright U.S. Scholar Award recipient to Nigeria for multicultural research. And a visionary chancellor. Chancellor Dr. Rodney Ellis, appointed to the White House Board of Advisors for HBCUs. Every day, with every student, with every instructor and employee, making a difference. Southern University at Shreveport continues to raise the standards of excellence in serving the citizens of Northwest Louisiana, continuing its legacy of excellence, integrity, accountability, service, and diversity.
Okay, I wasn't ready for that band at the very end. It kind of took me back, but that's awesome. I didn't, again, learning a lot about these HBCUs using this platform. Shreveport. Because someone said, drop the V, it's higher. I said, okay, let me just get it right. Sula. How about that for short? Listen, so far we have raised, like I always go back and share you how much we've raised so far for this particular institution. Again, we're going to drop the links in the chat like right now if you haven't already done so. Again, we're hoping you can put 5 on it. Just come on, put 5 on it. So far, we have raised $70. Come on, y'all. Come on. $70. We could do better than that. We do everything else for Christmas and any other time of the year. Come on, let's go and show Shreveport, some Southern University, Shreveport some love. Let's show them some love. Before the show is over with, let's make sure we can move this $70. Let's move this needle. You got until 11:59 p.m. to support any of the schools that we're talking about today. So 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to support any of the schools that we're talking about for this week. But here is the information. So right now we're at $70 for Shreveport, Southern University at Shreveport. And I do want to also say about the institution before we go on to our next one. I want to say again, from training the community's workforce to preparing students for four-year schools to leading the way in global educational success and completion, Southern University at Shreveport is committed to ensuring that every student leaves an indelible footprint in our community and beyond. Your contribution continues this lifelong work. So thank you what you have done and what you will continue to do for this institution of higher learning. And then this way we were taking care now of all 3 campuses of the Southern University system. Whew. All right, listen, I'm going to get up out of here. Next, coming up after this break, we are going to talk to Leslie Jones and Carly Hill from Howard University, from the school on the hill. Yeah, we're going to the United States Capitol. We were at UDC a couple weeks ago, but now we're going to go over here to Howard. We're going to go down the street to Howard University and talk about some of the amazing, great things that these 2 alums have witnessed and experienced during their matriculation at Howard and talk about why you should want to give to their school. So we'll be right back right after this. So, tell all your Howard folks, get on the line. I need to see them in the chat. And you see all the Howard love. And you see all the blue and the red hearts in the chat right after this. We'll be right.
And I can't change, even if I try, even if I wanted to. My love, my love, my love, she keeps me warm. 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 She keeps me warm.
We are neighbors and best friends.
I love my sister.
My heart doesn't see race. Love is love.
Our family is no less than any other family.
Listen, you already know that the HBCU experience is like no other college experience. And as a matter of fact, it is an experience that you will remember for the rest of your life. Now, not only should you be able to remember the time, you should also be able to represent the memory with a light on the yard apparel. Now, these shirts allow you to bring a little bit of nostalgia back by allowing you to wear the memories of being on the yard, especially from some of those landmarks that no longer exist. This is my freshman dorm right here. Now, right now, you can represent those memories in your dorm life and support the HBCU Alumni Care campaign with your purchase. It's really easy. Just go to www.lotyapparel.com and search for your HBCU and dorm. Use the promo code HBCU Live, and $2 for each purchase will support the campaign. Now, if you don't see your school or your dorm, just drop your company a message. Use the Contact Us tab, and they will work on supporting your request. So what are you waiting for? Purchase a shirt, support the campaign, and represent those memories with light on the yard apparel. Your HBCU experience. And don't forget to use the promo code HBCU Live. Hey, welcome back to the HBCU Alumni House Party again. Howard University Bison. I need you to make some noise, show some love right now. Welcome to the show. Bringing on my good friends, Leslie Jones and Carly Hill. Y'all come on, make some noise for them. Put your hands together. Yes.
Hey.
How you doing?
I'm great. I'm great.
Look at y'all. Y'all all just y'all looking real spry and excited about just representing Howard. Carly, your lighting is great. We see you, honey. We see you.
Yeah, and I'm in the basement trying to get away from my children. So
it's okay. I'm gonna sit between y'all. I'm gonna sit right here between both of y'all. Again, thank you for taking a little bit of time out of your day to talk about Howard University and all of the great things. We hear about the Mecca, everything on the hill. So let's go there. Leslie, I'm going to start with you first. Let's talk about what got you to Howard University.
Okay, so if you see all the posts that I put on HBCU Alumni United. I am a history person, a Black history nerd. I actually have a graduate degree in history from Howard University. And when I was growing up, my mother surrounded us with Black history. So, if you grew up in the 70s, everybody had that ebony pictorial Black history collection. We had like Black history flashcards. And then when I got to high school, we had Eyes on the Prize. So we had the documentary for that at home, and I watched it. And they talked about how students from Howard University were actively involved in civil rights protests, from anti-lynching all the way through. And then when I was in high school, the students took over the administration building in 1989. And that sealed the deal for me. That's just where I wanted to go. I wanted to be at a place where, one, I wanted to be in a city. I knew I wanted to be at an HBCU. I knew I was leaving Ohio. And then I knew I wanted to be at a place where students were actively engaged in just trying to change society. And so that's what got me there. Well, that's part of what got me there. That's what made me go there. It was not my mother's first choice for me. At the time, DC was the murder capital of the country. Crack epidemic just tore up a lot of inner cities. And so my mom was not feeling me coming to Washington, DC at all. She wanted me to go to Florida A&M, which is an excellent school. I have a lot of friends who went there. My cousin went there. But it was like a distant second for me. So initially, she had me on a plane to Tallahassee. That was my mother's plan. Just, you're going down there. And I got a scholarship to go to Florida A&M. They actually came to my school and had me leave class and come talk to me to find out, because they had an event I didn't attend while I wasn't there.
Okay.
Asked me to come to some other event, and I went. They gave me a full ride on the spot. Because I was a national merit semifinalist. And so my mother told me that's where I was going. She was like, Florida A&M has given you money. Howard has not given you anything. And as great as I think FAMU is, I cried when she told me that. Fortunately, God had another plan. And 3 weeks later, I got a letter in the mail saying I had a full ride to Howard. And so at that point, it was nothing mommy could say. It was, okay, well, this is where you want to go. It's paid for. Wait,
real quick, I gotta jump this in because somebody just put a comment saying, I'm running to Howard, China. Anybody want some wings?
That was, everybody knows about Howard, China. That was a
because Carly, you look at that post like, wait, you just had a flashback. You had
yeah, Howard, China. But that's how I got to Howard, and I stayed for graduate school. Immediately after I finished my undergraduate degree, I stayed and got my master's degree in history. Best experience. I would never change anything about it. I loved my years at Howard. One of the things when I talk about colleges, I tell everybody I love every HBCU. As you know, I promote all HBCUs.
And I appreciate it.
Howard is over everybody for me.
So now let's go to Carly. Let's talk about what got you to Howard University. And if you want to talk about the Howard China, you can talk about them wings. But what got you, Carly? You on mute real quick. Turn your microphone on. There you go.
I'm used to being in the background. I'm just.
I know, right? So what got you to Howard?
So my story isn't as exciting as Leslie's, but no, actually I owe it all to my 8th grade teacher from East Cleveland, Ohio, Mr. Curtin. He had us Terrence Curtin, if you're watching, it's because of you, all right? So he had us do our own HBCU college fair at the middle school. And we all had to pick a school that we needed to research. We had to present about it. We had to learn everything about a school and present it. So what I actually did was I went on the interwebs and I said, what is the HBCU? And Howard kept popping up. Howard. So I'm okay, that's the school I'm going to use. That's just how I think. And so I ended up choosing Howard as my school to present, and I was just in love with it. Then after that, years later, I went again to a teacher. I had it was my Spanish teacher, but she was also an English teacher, Miss Dickerson. She actually went to Howard and Alabama State. And so she also took us to the HBCU College Fair through the HBCU Alumni Council when I was in high school. So I had Howard on my mind, so I went to the Howard table and I made sure I got all my things, and I just kept it in my mind. They also gave me a full ride as well, so I was like, I had to go. And on top of that, another person, my older brother, he's a year older than me. He went to Howard, so I kind of followed him.
And he was in the band.
He was in the band. Yep. We went to Shaw High School, and we both went to Howard University. So shout out.
So we all from Cleveland.
See?
All right.
What high school did you go to?
I went to Marshall.
Okay, come on, Marshall. Come on, I see you in that place.
Right.
All right. So now, So you got great stories. You've given me some great stories about, you know, getting to Howard. Again, shout out to, you know, Mama's talking about, you know, just being dedicated, staying committed. You know, thanks to those teachers who planted those seeds and took you to the college fair, to the assignments. Like, shout out to any educator that exposes their students to HBCUs very early, having them doing these presentations or these speeches and these PowerPoints and these display boards. Thank you for all that you do. I think Honey Brown, who's one of our teachers in Detroit, Michigan, went to Southern. She does it in her class all the time. She's on the show a couple weeks ago. She talked about that. So now,
and Mr. Curtin, Anthony, Mr. Curtin, he kept my board. He didn't keep anybody else's, but he kept mine. And so every time like I'm ever in the classroom or I ever see him, he's always like, I still show this board to these students and everything. So
when you get that one good one, you got to use that as an example for the classes to come. Like, this is the expectation. You got you got to at least be where Carly is, if not better.
Wow.
So listen, if anyone has never been to Howard University, you know, and they talk about Howard's got the best homecomings, hear all of these things about what's happening in DC, and I'm like, it's just, listen, it's overrated, y'all. I'm kidding.
Wow, that's how you
don't hate.
Okay. Right.
You know what? I can say no. I actually went to a football game because actually Bethune-Cookman and Howard, we played each other, you know. And I remember one time I was in the college choir. We were on tour, and we happened to be in DC the weekend that the football team was there, and we came on campus and we did the whole tour, and we actually marched into the stadium as if we were the band because the choir is like, our choir is like 300 people strong. Our choir is just. So we come in, people thought, you know, so we were making all this noise. They're like, oh, we got the band. Like, no, it's the choir. But like, we make enough noise. We made enough noise. But it was a wonderful experience. But for those who have never seen the campus of Howard University, first of all, shame on you. If you've never seen Howard University or any of our Black colleges, if you haven't seen any other college besides your own, shame on you. And you need to know, after this pandemic is over, start doing some field trips, visit our institutions. Walk on our campus, because again, it may not be your home, but it's just like home. You're gonna still get that feel. I still get the feels and get all the tingling when I walk on any of our campuses. So let's go check out a quick video of Howard University.
The first thing that I noticed when I stepped foot on campus here at Howard is the sense of community.
People are very accepting. People are talented. They're welcoming.
Came up during Accepted Student Day last year. And I visited, and I fell in love with it. I fell in love with the people, I fell in love with the campus, I fell in love with Washington, D.C., and it was home.
I always wanted to come here, and I always wanted to play Black women's lacrosse.
I chose Howard because growing up, I went to predominantly white institutions, and so I was always disconnected and, you know, trying to be someone and something that I'm not.
You know, I would go to my history class, and my professor would talk about how slavery wasn't that big of a deal, or how the civil rights movement, it was only a few months.
People here look at me for my skills. They don't look at me to fill a quota. Now I'm able to be Dante versus the Black kid or the token African American in the classroom.
I really appreciated their stance on equal opportunity for everyone.
When I decided that I wanted to transfer somewhere else, Howard was my first pick because I wanted to be around people that look like me and understand the things that I go through.
But it's so diverse.
We have people from the Caribbean, we have people from
Africa, and
I was born in South Korea.
There's somebody for everybody here. If you're into anime, there's people who love anime. If you're into art, there's tons of us crazy art kids.
There's this stereotype that Howard is a party school.
I also expected it to just be a party school.
There are a lot of parties every weekend, but a lot of people come here and they pull out a 4.0. They can party and also do their work here.
Everyone has the entrepreneurial spirit. You know, it's eminent everywhere on campus. And that kind of fostered my business, DR Fitness, and we go by a motto of work, it's simple. And I started it last year in July 2014, and I became certified in January of this year.
There are a lot of people with different entrepreneurial endeavors and that I have seen them build from the ground up.
There's a vast network that comes along with Howard.
I happen to be the CEO of Buttons by Jordan. I specialize in promotional pins for different organizations and corporate events, and I'm also an official vendor for Howard University.
I learned what it's like being around other smart Black people who can rub shoulders and make me the better individual that I can be.
I've learned how to communicate. Since being at Howard, I think that's the number one thing.
I've become more in tune and focused with what I want to do.
You'll want to
start something you wouldn't even think of starting before you got here. You'll want to join an organization to be a part of something and stand for something.
Whether you want to be the next doctor or lawyer or actor or artist or president of the United States,
Howard will provide all the tools for you to do, have, or be anything you want.
Come to Howard, that is it.
There's no other place to be than the Mecca.
You will have so many opportunities open up to you that you won't get at other HBCUs because you're in Washington, D.C.
Welcome to Howard.
Wow, welcome to Howard. Thank you.
That was one of my old residents, Bree, in the video. I'm young. I don't know.
Love diversity and love just the background and the stories that they all have to share. Now, listen, ladies, before we get up out of here, let's share with our viewing audience. Just share with them. Both of you all can just give a comment about why. Now, even during the holidays season, why should somebody take a moment and make sure they give a donation and support Howard University? Leslie, I'm gonna start with you first.
Okay, well, we talk about money all the time in this group. First of all, for those of you who are looking for a tax write-off, it's always great you donate at the end of the year. But in general, it's best give all the time. Small donations add up. If you are an alum of Howard University and you have not given it all this year, drop some money in there because it increases our alumni giving rate, which looks great to outside donors. And there's always this conversation about funding for our colleges, and people say, oh, we need to give out more scholarships. We need to give out more scholarships. Well, scholarship money has to come from somewhere. The government isn't dropping billions in our lap like they need to be. So we have to, we're going to have to do something and kick in something. And I realize that everybody is not able to give large amounts of money, but give what you're able to do because, again, it makes a difference. I did a calculation a little while ago. I think Howard would need an endowment of about $10 billion. In order to be a needs blind school, which would mean that anybody who applies and gets accepted and needs money to pay for school, we would be able to pay for them to go there, which is what schools with very large endowments are able to do. Even though we have about a $700 million endowment, which is the largest of all HBCUs, it is nowhere near what we need to fund everyone's education. So when you apply, or you have your cousin apply, or your neighbor apply, and then you start saying, oh, well, there's no money, why didn't they get a scholarship? It's because we don't have enough people giving back to make sure that there are scholarships available for them to do that.
Carly, what about you? What's your take?
I just want to be back on the tax write-off piece. No, this year, seriously, because of COVID-19 and the CARES Act, you can get an additional write-off no matter what amount you donate this year. So it's an additional benefit to that. But aside from the technical,
wait, you mean overall? Does that mean to any institution or just over? I mean, I'm like
any charity. Like
I've been giving to every institution since we started. So I'm like,
right. So you have an extra. So you can look at. I can send the link to the IRS article, but I've been putting that in campaigns. But aside from that, just Howard provide for me. I know Howard literally changed my life. I came from East Cleveland, Ohio. I was surrounded by all African-American people. And so my perspective on Black people in general was kind of skewed. When I got to Howard, as somebody mentioned earlier, in the video, being able to be around so many people who are also just so driven and intelligent, who came from all different backgrounds, even though we were mostly African-American, we still were all so different. So it taught me so much about life. And so I think by you giving to this campaign, you're going to allow more students to be able to have that experience and to really reach their fullest potential, because they'll get to go to the school of their dreams if we have more support from our alum and from the greater HBCU community.
Right.
So keep giving and
keep giving. So right now,
president, shout her out.
So right now we have raised what's that? $345, ladies and gentlemen. We've got $345 for Howard University. Again, all money that we raise goes straight to the institutions that we're raising money for this week. Nothing ever touches my hand or Leslie or Carly or anybody else. It goes straight to the institution. So anything that you can give will be greatly appreciated. Again, we talked about before, again, there was no homecoming, no classic. I mean, we did some virtual things, but hey, we want to make sure that every school has opportunity to, get their limelight in. I also want to shout out to Cedric Moss and to Leslie, who's been dropping a lot of history and facts about not just Howard, but about Wiley, about St. Phillips, and about Southern University Shreveport in the HBCU Alumni United page. They've been dropping a lot of history, a lot of facts from those institutions, and we want to make sure we continue to do that as we educate everyone about all these schools. Before we get up out of here and we bring on Wiley College, again, there's the link right there. For more information about the school, we have been dropping the links in the chat. If you want to learn more about Howard University, or if you're an alum and you haven't paid your alumni dues yet, or you want to get involved with the Alumni Association or find an alumni chapter in your community, we have been dropping those links as well. Yes, Carly.
Did you get that email, Leslie? They're shifting our alumni association to a non-fee-based alumni association. Oh. Right now, you can actually join the Howard University Alumni Association for the free. Right? Go to the link. Yeah, our new development VP is wonderful. He's been doing an amazing job. So that's something that he's initiated at the university. So
I need to learn more about that. I need to learn more about that. So we can start to set up with some other HBCU alumni associations. Right. I know Nolan Anderson from Wiley College going to figure out how y'all giving this for the free so he can learn how he can take that to Wiley. But before we get up out of here, Leslie, let's do a quick shout out for your organization.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the 107.
Okay, so my organization is called the 107, and I established it to positively promote the nation's historically Black colleges and universities. And that is all that I do. I share good news about HBCUs. So if you have someone who is an educator, a parent, or a student, and they're trying to learn more about what HBCUs have to offer from the academic side, then my website is the perfect place to start. If you go on Google, and if you go on Google and you type in the 107, it'll come up. If you go on Google and you type in HBCU list, it's going to be the first website that comes up. So it's pretty easy to find. You don't even need the URL. Just go on there, type it in, you'll find my website. But it has a database that features every academic program offered by every HBCU. So if you want to have a child, or you want to study a particular field, undergrad, grad, online, whatever it is, that information is on the website and you can find it easily. So everybody that comes in our group every week and they're like, oh, I have a child that wants to study blah, 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 then go straight to my website. The information is right there.
So we just dropped a link in the chat right there, www.the100-7.org. We just dropped it in the chat right there on the screen as well. So you can check out her website. Again, it's got a lot of great resources and information and materials. Matter of fact, the107.org, and Leslie actually donated, Carly, if you didn't know that she was a contributing sponsor to the college fair in Cleveland, Ohio a couple of years ago. There were some gift cards for some deserving high school students who realized they were making their transition. Also, shout out real quick, I want to say Mary Bernie Bowley, who was one of my Spelman alums who lives in the DC area, who's a member of the Washington DC Inter-Alumni Council. She just put a post up saying, gifts to Howard are matched until December 31st, 2020. So your donation has double power.
All right.
So you need to go check out and go to Howard University's website to learn more about how you can make sure you're getting your donations matched to the institution. And finally, Mary, real quick, just want to give a shout out again to all my DC folks who are watching. Quick shameless plug. Mary, I'm going to email you a flyer in a moment. That the Washington DC Inter-Alumni Council will be hosting and sponsoring a virtual Martin Luther King Jr. birthday celebration on January 18th at 10 o'clock a.m. You can go to our website at www.uncf.org/Washington to learn more information about that. Again, Mary, I just got the flyer just right before we went live. So as soon as I'm done here, I'll be emailing that to you. And not only am I going to be in DC on January 18th, I'm going to be in New York City. Yeah, with their MLK event. Oh yeah, I'm all over the place. So all through this virtual meeting, ladies, thank you. I'm not gonna hold you. Let them know you got to get back to the kids and to the children, and make sure they didn't tore up the place, and or sleep within the house looking for Christmas presents or anything of it.
Because Dad is upstairs asleep, so it's no telling what's going on.
So thank you so very much. Listen, on the other side of this commercial break, we're going to be bringing on Nolan Anderson, my good fraternity brother from Alpha Phi Alpha, but he is the president of the National Alumni Association of Wiley College. And I told y'all, I need to find out how you all are doing this free membership, because I need to make sure I'm sharing that with schools like him so they can be able to build their alumni base as well. But thank you, ladies. Thank you, Carl. I'll let you get back to work. Leslie, let you get back to your family. Everyone else, don't go anywhere. We're going to talk to Nolan in a moment. Hit that like, hit that share. Bam, 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 bam. We'll be right back with more of the HBCU Alumni House Party.
All right. Bye.
Here are your AARP top tips on caregiver preparedness during coronavirus. First, form a caregiving team. Create a list of people in your family and friend network who can help with caregiving tasks. Take an inventory of supplies in your loved one's home. Try to have a 2-week supply of essential items. Make a list of the care recipient's medications and medical contacts. Be sure to have prescriptions on hand and ask the pharmacist for an extra 30-day supply. Make a plan to stay connected. To prevent social isolation, set up available technology to help loved ones stay connected and schedule regular chats. Finally, maintain your own self-care. Follow the Centers for Disease Control's guidelines for coronavirus safety. And have a backup plan for care in case you become ill. For more caregiving tips during the coronavirus pandemic, go to aarp.org/caregiving.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
Hey, welcome back to the HBCU Alumni House Party. Again, I'm Anthony Brown, your host for the day. So glad we were able to bring on Leslie and Carly to talk about Howard University. Again, don't forget to make sure you're giving a donation. Just come on, put 5 on it. Just put 5 on it. You can put more than 5. I'm not mad at you. If you want to put more than 5, put more than 5. But at least 5 on it. To Howard University, to St. Philip's College, to Sula University of Shreveport. And we want you also to put 5 on, if not more, to Wiley College. And y'all welcome my good fraternity brother. Y'all come on and show him some love. Nolan Anderson, what's going on, brother? How are you?
Hey. Oh, hello from San Antonio, Texas, and Wiley College in Marshall, Texas, known as the Wildcat Land. What's going on, brother Anthony Brown?
Let's talk about this Wildcat country, man. Let's talk about it.
Well, you just go ahead after you take your sip of water.
There we go. That's exactly what I'm drinking. It's just some hot tea. I'm just getting some hot tea in my system. So let's talk. So, well, first of all, thank you for coming. Thank you for being a part of the show. Thank you for what you do as being the National Alumni Association president for Wiley College Alumni Association, and being able to kind of keep being the glue that keeps all your alumni chapters involved and engaged, and connecting them to the institution, and working with Dr. Felton and all of those wonderful people on the campus that you work with so effortlessly. So thank you for that.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that very humbly. And, just Wiley's in my blood. Besides my blood being red, the other color is purple and white.
Awesome. That is awesome. So let's talk about your experience. How did you learn about Wiley?
Well, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I didn't have any choice. My brother and I, Ronald, are legacy generation of the college. Our mother and father were graduates of Wiley College. Our dad graduated in 1931, and our mom in 1935. So we didn't have any choice but to go to Wiley College, and we grew up on the campus there at Wiley. And after our father and mother relocated to Marshall from Nashville, Tennessee, after our father graduated from a Harry Medical College in 1947. I spent 17 years on the campus as a little boy before I matriculated there to 1964. So we didn't have any choice, brother.
Wait, now wait a minute. Did you invite your brother to the show?
I'm sorry?
Did you invite your brother to the show?
Yeah, he might be on.
I think he is. Y'all, ladies and gentlemen, welcome real quick. Another Wiley Wildcat. Y'all show them up for Ronald Anderson. What's going on, brother?
All is good here in Fort Washington, Maryland.
All right. Oh, look at you on the other side of the country.
Just
awesome.
like my brother said, we had no choice. All our education was within 9 blocks of our house.
Awesome. So now
we just had to walk across the street to Wiley from a high school.
Walk across the street. I love it. So now, what can you share me about? Tell me something about Wiley College. I don't know who wants to go first. Nolan, Ronald, anybody. Somebody, give me something. Tell me some history. Give me some background about the institution.
I'll let my brother go first since he's the youngest.
Well, Wiley is an intimate university, if you will, a college. It affords you an opportunity to know a whole lot of people at the college. You're not just a number, you are a person at Wiley. And for those who can't go to large universities, Wiley is an excellent place to get a great education.
That is awesome. I appreciate you sharing that with us. Now let's go. Nolan, what about you? What do you have to say about your beloved alma mater?
Well, it's in a unique situation. As you know, Wiley is a very small school. Our numbers are much less in enrollment when it comes to figures. But when it comes to our academic rigors, we're almost at the top where we can compete. Our students still compete and are doing very well in very diverse careers once they leave and graduate from Wiley. And even what I like about it, even some former students who didn't graduate from Wiley, they come back and support the school. So it is very unique. Wiley is located in a small northeast Texas town, as you indicated, Marshall, Texas, and it's been there since 1873. And it was the first accredited HBCU west of the Mississippi. And we're celebrating 147 years. And so the only other school that's a little bit older than us west of the Mississippi is Paul Quinn College in Dallas now, which was founded in Waco, Texas. A year before we were in 1872. So, we're a small 4-year liberal arts school, but when you look at the small numbers and the big hearts of our alum, we give back to the college in various ways. And as Howard just indicated, we are all facing financial challenges today, even at your alma mater at Bethune-Cookman. And congratulations, you all just passed your accreditation 2 months ago. Yay, yay, yay for Bethune-Cookman. And we're sister schools in relationship to the United Methodist Church. So, another thing that's great about HBCUs, they're talking about previously having an opportunity to be in a environment with like others, but also our HBCUs in one way or another, particularly those who are denominational affiliated, our kids are brought up generally in a Christian environment, particularly those associated with various denominations.
Yes.
And a lot of our HBCUs that are private were founded after the Civil War through the Freedmen's Aid Society. So, our Black institutions are there for just more than education. It's a training ground for leaders. And if you look at the majority of our leaders in this country who are professional as well as political, the majority of them come from HBCUs.
Somebody wanted to also say that you are the first HBCU in Texas.
I'm sorry?
Someone said that you were the first HBCU in Texas.
No, Paul Quinn was.
Oh, Paul Quinn was. Okay.
Yeah, they were founded, but we were the first accredited west of the Mississippi.
All right. I also want to give a shout out to Wiley College because listen, Wiley College has a distinct pleasure and you can tell me how many because I don't even know how many, but Wiley College is a member of the United Negro College Fund family, along with Bethune-Cookman and 35 other institutions. Everybody said, yeah. And Wiley College has had the distinct pleasure of holding this one particular title a number of years. And the current young lady, her name is Aaliyah Scott, is our current crown holder. And Wiley College has had the distinct pleasure of holding the crown and the title of Miss National UNCF. How many years, Nolan? How many years?
It's so many years. Let me give you some history. But I just want to let you know before I go into that, Wiley was one of the charter members of the UNCF.
Yes, you were.
Then also I want to put in a plug for the colleges that we were one of the founders and charter members of the SWAC, the Southwestern Athletic Conference. Yes.
I never knew.
Yes, but we had to discontinue football back in the school year 68, 69. So we had to drop out of the SWAC. And if I'm not mistaken, Mississippi Valley State replaced us in the SWAC. But I'm glad. Let's go back to that previous question you asked me about Miss National UNCF. Yes, congratulations to Miss Scott, and she's from Houston, Texas. She's a junior and majoring in physical education. But let me just give you a little history there about our maintaining the crown. It's been intermittently sometimes, but most of all, it's been consecutive repeat, as you know.
Yes.
So let me, since 1999, the college has won 17 times. And in the last 8 years consecutively, Miss Wiley UNCF has been crowned the Miss National UNCF Queen. And that's remarkable. like I said, we're small but mighty. Oh
yeah, y'all ready?
And one thing I want to say is that the students work hard to raise that money. Not only requesting support from alumni, also from industry, and it's just a big thing we look forward to at this time of year, getting ready for February.
I know. Now, listen, before we go any further, for those who have never been to Marshall, Texas, and you've never heard of Wiley College until today, we're going to go and take a quick glance and check out the campus. You can see some videos, you can see some photos of the institution. You can see Dr. Felton, the current president of Wiley College, and just kind of learn a little bit more about this phenomenal, small but mighty HBCU in Texas. Let's go check them out. Go forth inspired. I'm inspired.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. If you didn't know that, that's part of our lyrics of our alma mater. Yes, our alma mater is very melodic and has some true information about life and what Wiley stands for. It says, "Go forth inspired with glorious deeds to do."
Okay, come on.
There's a message in that song while you're at Wiley and after you graduate from Wiley. So, Dr. Felton is our 17th president. He's been there almost 3 years, and we're so proud of him and the accomplishments that he has achieved in a short period of time. Under his leadership, our rigors in academics have gone to another level, and as well as the improvement of the physical plant there at the college. And we're in this pandemic in situation environment right now, but when our kids come back, our students come back, it's going to be like a new campus, particularly the interior of our academic buildings, our residential buildings, our eating facility, that large building that you saw with the banner "Go Forth Inspired." We just recently renovated our student union building, and it's just awesome. And we can't wait until our college kids and students come back to the campus. But I do know this, Brother Brown, we can't do it without money.
Speaking of, let's go there. This is so listen, ladies and gentlemen, Wiley College is one of our schools. Now, and again, like we always say, we believe that all HBCU alumni can support all HBCUs. So it's not just about Wiley alums, it's about all alumni. And I believe that we all can, and we all can be in a position to bless another HBCU besides your own. So whatever you can do right now, and listen, we're going to take a look at this. We're going to take a look at Wiley College real quick and see what we raised so far. Ladies and gentlemen, so far, we got $30 on it. We got $30 on Wiley. Now, I know we could do better than that.
Yeah, okay. I know we can too. So my wife and my wife is named Claudette, and she is a graduate of Wiley also. And we met on the campus some 53 years ago. And we would like to have anybody viewing that would support Wiley to at least match our donation tonight that's coming to you for $100. It should be in your chat box.
I saw that. We got to get you the link. So, Nolan, we're going to make sure you get the link so you can also go online so we can make sure that 30 turns to 130.
Right. Okay. And I see it now. I don't know if I can write it down right quick.
Don't worry about it. No, I'm going to email it to you.
Okay. Okay. But we want to get
the same to me.
All right. Then we're going to make sure we get it to Ronald.
I'll match his $100.
There you go. Anybody else who's watching this right now, if you want to match Ronald and Nolan, we would love to take your donation right now. Again, for everybody who's watching us right now, again, your support to Wiley College. These 3 simple words, Wiley College tells everyone that they encounter, go forth inspired. Those 3 simple words. For the past 137 years, Wiley College spirit remains vibrant in the face of remarkable social change, global terrorism, economic strife, and adversity. Your investment today will provide the needed resources to further its mission. So whatever you can do, we would greatly appreciate it. All of the love, all the support. You've heard these 2 gentlemen give their story. You've already heard the challenge. Go out there. And we're going to say thank you to these brothers here for putting it out there for the call. So we got a $100 pledge from above me and below me right there. You see $100 coming each way. We're going to make sure that we send them the link And everybody else, you don't even have to be on Facebook. So again, know that even if you're not on Facebook, you can still give a donation because this link is open to the general public, whether you're a Facebook user or not. You just give there, so that way anything that we collect through this space goes straight to Wiley College, and it's an end of the year blessing. Come on and show some love, and let's give Wiley some. Like I say, I need you to go
Brother
for
Brown.
Yes,
Brother
sir.
Brown, and what I want to say is, just because it's just 3 alphas right now on the call, we will take donations at Wiley College from any fraternity, any sorority, any company, any way possible. Wiley College needs your money.
I know that is totally right. I appreciate it. Yes. That is right. We will take the donation. We don't, it's okay whether you bleed purple and white, whether you bleed blue and gold, whether you bleed black and gold, you bleed red and white, or anything else. We'll take it. We'll take it.
Absolutely. And the college colors now is green. That's dollars. We need dollars.
Everybody.
Right
now green.
yeah, everybody is green and silver.
I'm not going to hold you to any longer, brothers. I appreciate it so very much. You taking some time out of your holiday season to come spend a little time with me, so we can just chit chat a little bit about your institution, your alma mater, your experiences. Before we go, I don't know if there's anybody you all want to say hello to. I don't know if there's any alumni chapters are watching, or anybody you want to say thank you to, things of that nature. This is your chance.
Well, I'd like to say that in the District of Columbia, Virginia, and Maryland area, I invite anyone who's here who has been associated with Wiley College to contact me, because we are trying to rebuild the Wiley College club chapter in the area. And my number is 703-346-0377. And I'm in Fort Washington, Maryland.
Awesome sauce. Awesome. Mr. President of the NAA.
Yes. First of all, I just want to say thank you, President Brown, for the invite tonight. And I wish you and your family, your alma mater, Bethune-Cookman, and all the NAC officials, and of course, I'd like to extend also a shout out to our board of directors of the Wiley College National Alumni Association, and also our local clubs throughout the country. We have 15 active clubs that are doing a great job. We're rebuilding, we're restructuring. And of course, I want to also extend a season's greetings to Dr. Felton and his staff, the cabinet, the students, and everybody affiliated in higher education. Merry Christmas, be blessed, have the very best New Year, and to God be the glory for all the good things he has done in the past, he's currently doing, and will forever do. And we congratulate you, President Brown. Thank you so much.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, Wiley College is another one of our schools. We saw these two gentlemen talk about it. We also want to just remind you about Howard and St. Phillips and Southern University of Shreveport, all that. Now, I'm going to come back with a couple closing announcements as I go. And with that, gentlemen, thank you. I'm going to, real quick, Carly, we're going to talk about the HBCU Common Black College. It's called the Common Black College application. One application, it goes to 59 select HBCUs at the low cost of $20. You can't beat that as you're trying to help students get to and through to college. First, we got to talk about college access. For one application, all 59 schools have access to it. Actually, Wiley College is one of those schools on that list. That way it kind of even makes the application process a lot more easy to even get through. So with that, I am going to say bid adieu to these two gentlemen right here, and we'll be right back on the other side of this promo.
Hello, my name is Robert Mason. I'm president and founder of the Common Black College Application. The Common Black College Application allows students to apply to any number of 58 historically black colleges and universities at the same time for only $20. All of the students that you see here have completed the Common Black College app and received multiple acceptance letters and scholarship offers. So visit our website at commonblackcollegeapp.com to apply now. Thank you, and get educated.
Hey, welcome back in the show. Welcome to the HBCU Alumni House Party. Hey, Carly, how you doing? Turn your microphone back on.
Gosh. Hey, y'all. Again, I'm texting.
All right. Real quick, listen, last week, if you watched the show, we made some pecan pralines last week. Listen, and we were cooking in the kitchen with Carly. Had a great time. We got to do another show like that real soon. Matter of fact, I got another show. We're brewing up another show real soon for the New Year's. But nonetheless, Carly, thanks for your help today. Shouting out Howard University. Learned a lot of good information about St. Philip's College, about Southern University of Shreveport, and about Wiley College today.
Mm-hmm.
You know about any of those schools today?
I learned a lot. I did. It was very enlightening, especially our good brothers that came on.
Oh, yeah, we had the tag team from the brothers.
Knowledge.
And then you and Leslie did a great job, too, talking about Howard University and about that Howard China and them wings.
Yeah, you don't go down to Ho Chi for no Chinese food. You got to go just for the,
that's what you call Ho Chi.
It's called the Howard China, Ho Chi. That's what it's called. Mm-hmm.
You don't go for no fried rice.
Oh, no, you don't do that. I made that mistake when I first got there. I'm like, oh, it's a Chinese restaurant. Let me go and get some. And that's not what that's for.
I forgot to mention earlier when you and Leslie were on the show, but again, for those who are making donations to Howard University, since 1867, Howard University has been preparing diverse, talented, and ambitious students to learn, lead, and embody excellence in truth and service. The university remains committed to further enhancing its strategic positioning as one of the top research universities in the nation. So again, your donation is appreciated for the next generation of leaders at Howard University. And again, to all of our schools this week, Howard, St. Philip's, Southern University, Shreveport, and to Wiley College. We appreciate it so very much. And again, don't forget that Christmas Eve, we are going to be starting the campaigns for American Baptist College, Charles R. Drew University, Lincoln University, Missouri, and Virginia Union University. So we got to see if we can get Gene on next week. Because Gene Johnson is the NAA president. Remember Gene?
Yes, Gene, we love you. Hey, girl.
I got to see if she's available so I can get her on and talk about Lincoln University because that's her.
Great. We love Gene. Yeah.
Yeah. So with that, I'm not going to hold you again, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so very much for watching. Spend some time with us this evening on your Christmas Eve. Hoping you've done all your holiday shopping. You got all your Amazon, all your other Walmart shopping done. Because it was crazy out here in these streets today. I tried to go and do a little bit of errands, and like the traffic was just crazy in my part of town. How about yours across the country?
Yes.
Be careful. Be safe. Wear a mask. That virus is real. I don't care what y'all saying. I'm gonna wait a little while to get the vaccination. I know you work in the health field. Kudos, bless you. Bless you for what you do to help keep our, the people who you work with safe. I'm never gonna ask you about. I'll ask you offline.
Vaccine.
Yes, Lord. Wait, and I can't wait to watch another episode, y'all. Carly is a part of this other crew that do these Auntie Chronicles. There's a bunch of ladies, these sisters.
I'm just in charge of the fan club. I'm not in it. That's our.
Oh, you're part of the fan club with the Auntie. What's it called? The Auntie Zane.
Auntie Hour. That's featuring all alum from Lincoln University of Pennsylvania.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's all Heather and her friends.
Them the good aunties. Talking about the Zane Chronicles and everything else. They in there cutting up on Instagram, on IG Lives. Hilarious. Hey, we won't be doing the show We won't be doing the show this Saturday, the 26th of December, where we do hope to come on doing a special show Monday or Tuesday, so we can at least make sure we give those 4 schools of the new week a quick shout out. So enjoy your holiday. Enjoy the time with your family and friends, even through social distancing. And as much as you can gather, do that. Love on somebody. Love on yourself first, but love on somebody second. Take care of your people. Again, thank you everybody for joining us for today. Again, this has been Anthony Brown with the HBCU Alumni House Party with my good engineer, Carly, doing a great thing. Thank you to all of our guests for the day. Make sure you give, and don't forget, hey, I don't care what you say, my HBCU is better than yours. So we're going to bump with this one. Shout out to my good buddy. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Mike. I was like, what's his name? Mike.
I forgot his name, y'all.
Mike Pelleton from A&T, Aggie Pride, who came up with this HBCU anthem. We're going to bump out with this. Y'all, we hollers. We'll see you next year. Merry Christmas, everybody.
HBCU, stand up. Like Jefferson. Hey, go. My HBCU better than yours. 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 Where you from? From the north. Where you from? From the south. Where you from? From the east. Where you from? From the west. My HBCU better than yours. My HBCU better than yours. Either from the SWAC or the MEAC. Come on. The CIAA or the SEAC. HBCU is where the beat we compete, but we're family. They're from the SWAC, from the MEAC, the CIAA or the SEAC. HBCU is where to be. We compete, but we're still family. My HBCU better than yours. 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 Where you from? From the north. Where you from? From the south. Where you from? From the east. Where you from? My HBCU better than yours. My HBCU better. You can be from the SWAC, from the MEAC, the CIAA, or the SEAC. At the end of the day, we got your back because we're family. We're family. From the SWAC, from the MEAC, the CIAA, or the SEAC. It don't matter where you're coming from, cause we are still family. My HBCU better than yours. 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 Where you from? From the north. Where you from? From the south. Where you from? From the east. Where you from? My HBCU better than yours. My HBCU better than yours. Come on. But we still family. Remember to rep your